Wednesday Night with Those Guys, and Wednesday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by
Those guys.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. It is Wednesday Night with Those Guys. It is the middle of the week. It is hump day. The week is almost over. It is our last show before the new year. And we are here with you guys, hanging out, talk about what we all love.
Hey, what's up?
How was everyone's day? How was everyone's week so far? And
Yes,
how are you doing,
yes.
Lawrence?
I'd like to know. I'm good. What's up, everybody out there? Gary, Brant Ariels, Welsh Rob, Drones 863, Mike. I can't pronounce your last name. Sorry about that. If I were drinking, I might be able to. Bill Coast to Coast was here earlier. I'm good, Herman. What's up with you, man? I'm still a little tired. Bob Casey, I'm still a little tired after our weekend trip.
We did have a small show on Sunday, but
Yeah,
we
we
never
tried.
got to
Hey,
really
Lou
talk to
Ronald.
everyone and find out how everyone's Christmas was and what everyone did anyone do anything special?
Did anyone get any new drones?
Any new drones? Yeah. Anyone getting, because this is our
Stuff like
first,
that.
real, base show. We're back where we normally, broadcast from.
Yes.
But last time we were on the road, we were hanging out with Ken, and we went live from the restaurant.
Yeah, we were in Applebee's. Hey, what's up, Mike? Fly Zone Drone. Anyway, we appreciate you guys for tolerating our short stream show, like Herman said on Sunday. But we had been out flying all day, and it was time to sit down and get our eat on.
Yeah.
Because Ken Heron will burn energy by himself, just watching him. So he's a great guy. That was my first time meeting him in person. I know your second time seeing him. You've been on his live stream and stuff, but that was my first time meeting him. And I told you, Herman, someone had asked me on Facebook when I posted the pictures, was is Ken the way he is in person, the way he is online? And I told her he's a handful. He's a handful. He's no different. He has just as much energy live. People were walking by us going, he must be a celebrity because they all had the fancy cameras pointed at him. Everyone had their Osmo pockets and their GoPros and stuff. It was a good meetup, man. And the weather was nice, right?
I have some footage. I got a little video.
I have a video coming after of that meetup, probably after the new year, because
it's a lot to so alive, but because it's a lot to process.
Yeah, I have a lot of Pocket 2, Osmo Pocket 2 footage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's definitely a fun dude in person. Yes, Mike, my goodness, he, from beginning to end, from the time he goes, hey, everybody, it's on. It's on. He walked up to us and he started. It's like Energizer Bunny ain't got shit on Ken Heron.
You know what? It's that, I hung out with him before down there. And we were
yes. And I'm just glad the weather was nice.
Be funny in the cold.
Him?
Yeah, I said if you can be funny in the cold.
That's true. And I kept dying because he kept, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Bill? Coast to Coast. I kept dying because he kept asking Billy. He says when Billy got these, like, Billy, your eyebrows, can I just touch them? He kept asking him, can I touch your eyebrows? Can I touch your eyebrows? Hey, Mendez. Hey, guys, just flew my new DJI FPV bird for the first time. Just got home and I love it. Congratulations. Mendez Drone Ops. Anyone else get any new drones or toys?
Yeah, anybody else? You'll enjoy that bird, man. Have fun with it.
Yes. Just take your time with it also. It's imperative you take your time, brother. And everything else to come naturally with it. Fly with it in that stabilized mode. Do not put that baby in acro unless you're a fluent acro flyer already, in which case the characteristics of it are a lot heavier than your typical drone. So I don't know. I I would like to fly one, but I'm too scared to, because up until this Saturday, Herman, up until the meetup this Saturday, and I didn't crash, but up until this Saturday, this
Right.
Sunday, when we had the meetup, I had not crashed in my
Since
last 15 flights.
since you was at Pilgrim.
Pilgrim? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, since we were at Pilgrim. Yes, definitely. That was the last time I crashed, and that was a couple of months back. Hey,
Right.
Draymond, how are you? Recovery One, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday
Raymond,
night,
what's up, man? Recovery
guys.
one. What's
Huh?
good? No, I'm just shouting my man here
Well,
in chat.
what's good with you? How was your Christmas? Because I know we had to part ways and do things and go places
My
and stuff.
Christmas, my Christmas was very good. I mean, food. I
See, that's
mean,
the part I was missing.
and I mean, I got some strange Christmas gifts. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna say I don't like the gifts, but I'm just curious of what they. Gifts like when people give you a gift, it's like a reflection on
Thanks, Corey.
how they feel about you.
Right.
Got 4 bottles of liquor.
Wow. Well, you got 4 bottles of liquor. I think they're trying to tell you something. Maybe you need to drink more. I don't know.
Got 4 bottles of liquor and gift
I'm
cards.
just trying to figure it out myself because it is, well, you got enough liquor to last you through the new year and some.
Sure. I need people to help me drink it.
Oh, come on.
No, no,
Listen,
no,
I'll
no,
come
no,
over after Monday. After
no, no, no.
Monday, after the new year. Oh, I'm not invited? He said, I need people to come over and drink it. You guys heard that, right? I need some guys to come over, someone to come over and drink it. And then I said, I'll come over Monday. He goes, no, 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 no. Hey.
I just said I need somebody to come over and help me finish
Hey, Jay, Lena Music, how are you? Happy holidays to you and happy new year to everyone coming up. This is our last live stream, guys,
it.
before the
Yeah,
year
before
is
the
out,
year. I
right?
don't know why, but I feel like the volume is low.
I don't know. Maybe turn your speaker up some because I'm looking at you on voice meter and you're clean.
Okay.
You're not clipping. Yeah, you're clean. You're not clipping or anything. And remember, we did the Christmas morning show
Mm-hmm.
and I kept asking you about the music. Well, I went back to listen to the live stream
Uh-huh.
and that music was loud. But
I
here, I
told you.
could barely hear it.
What?
Here on my end, hey, Stephen,
You could
how are
barely,
you? I could
Stephen.
barely hear it on my end, but on
What?
your end, it was overpowering loud. You should have said something.
Didn't notice it to be that loud.
Oh, okay. Stephen, the flyby guys, how are you over in Finland? How was everybody's Christmas? Was it good? Did you eat a lot of food? Did you drink? What did you guys do out there? Did you go out and fly? And Stephen, Herman and I have come to the conclusion you're crazy out your mind,
Yeah,
Stephen, the
Stephen, I'm
flyby
not
guys.
doing that.
Because with that video you did was very beautiful out on that frozen lake, but maybe it's a city slicker thing, but we learned not to play with large bodies of frozen water a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
And he did a video out on a frozen lake. He's like, it's Frank, the lake is totally frozen. How do you know that? I mean, you live there. I know you know the place. You know we love you, Stephen, but I don't want to see you go under and a drone trying to follow you. I don't need to see no shit like that. At
You know
least
what?
you got to stay alive, Stephen, until Herman, those guys comes over to Finland.
You know what? The only way I'd have went out there with him was if I was like a big giant tree that wasn't in the lake.
You know the
I
only way I
had
would have went
enough
out there,
rope to
Herman?
tie around that tree and me and walk out that far. When the rope stops, I stop.
No, no. You tie it, you tether yourself to the Jeep with one of those motors that move real slow, you know. So
The tree's not
the
doing it.
dude was driving on it yesterday. See, call me crazy, call me what you want, Stephen. I'm not going out on no frozen lake.
I'm good.
I can't swim in regular water. I'm gonna swim in cold water. I'm just saying, man.
They don't put they don't put warm water in
Grant Ariel
the
says he had
ocean
a
and in
great
the pool.
Christmas with the grandkids, but was happy to see them go. Amen to that, brother. The dude was driving on it. That's crazy. But
Wow.
anyway,
He was driving
like,
on the lake. You
I'll
know what?
send you a photo. Yeah, do that, man. Do that. I mean,
I'm
I
good.
would go out on a lake if I was tethered to something because I know I can't swim. So once I go under, thanks, Bob Casey. That's right. Hit the thumbs up, guy. I know once I go under, I
Uh,
sink like a rock, Herman. That's why people say you got to be able to relax to swim. I can't. I've almost drowned twice. I know what it is to have water in my lungs and pass out and have the water seeping out of my mouth. Okay, I don't play around with water and frozen water even more so.
See, here's the problem. You going about it the wrong way.
Hey, Mark Fisher,
Got it right. Hey,
how am
Mark,
I
what's
going
up?
about it?
You going about it the wrong way.
Yo, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec.
Uh,
Mark Fisher and is dealing with COVID, homesick in bed with his wife and his Mavic 3. I well wishes to you and your wife, M Drone
I'm
1, Mark
sorry to hear
Fisher.
that.
Get that energy up. Make
Okay.
sure you drink lots of fluids, man. If you're pissing every 5 minutes, that's a good thing. Your system is
This is on
flushing. But
October.
we've sugared. Brand Ariel says he sugared up his grandkids and sent them home. Grandpa's revenge. But for well wishes to you and your wife, Mark. Seriously, man, we need you guys. We need you back.
Keep
You
your
guys
mouth
back in the
open, man.
drone community. Do what you got to do to get better. Third Eye View. How are you? Welcome to the stream. But feel better, man. Last year, this time,
Yeah.
I was still sick with COVID because I was just getting over COVID. They had sent me home the day before Christmas Eve. And I think it was just so I could get home by Christmas. But I was still suffering from COVID last year at this time, which would explain why Herman went to the Ocean City meetup, which we want to talk about. But
Mhm.
we still have a little bit of time.
Well, you know what? Steven is still trying to push that lake on me, and I still not I'm not feeling the lake. But he says, oh yeah, well he sent me a picture of some guy out there on the lake.
How did he send it? Through Facebook?
Is that on the lake? Yeah.
He says, yeah, he says that's a lake. The guy was out there on the lake with
Clearing snow off the lake?
clearing snow. He's got a shovel.
No, they got a machine.
See, Johnny Drone Flyer, Happy New Year to you, man. That's how I got it, Mark. The grandkids.
What?
COVID. Bob Casey says that's how I
Oh,
got it. The
I'm sorry.
grandkids. Well, listen, you guys, you M Drone, you, Mark Fisher, and your wife, man.
Don't fly.
You
What's up,
guys
man?
drink plenty of fluids, yo. I've been through it. Fluids are important because you have to keep blood clots from forming, and it's a whole bunch of shit going on. Oh, it's a plow.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't seen the picture,
Well,
but
it's a
that's
little
crazy.
four-wheel joint with the
You turn sharing on?
what happened?
Yeah, you just making sure you got it on
What happened?
when we're ready. Steven says he's making an ice rink. Oh, so he's smoothing it out. Both my daughters have
Yeah, but
COVID, and
it's
now my
covered with snow.
granddaughter,
That's why he's got to clear it.
Johnny Droneflies, both my daughters have COVID, and now my granddaughter. Prayers sent to them and M Drone and his wife and everybody else out there who may be suffering. Um, please, 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 people. I know you're tired of these masks. I'm tired of them. Okay. I just got my booster Monday, Corey says. Hey, Steven, send me the picture on Messenger if you can. I'd like to see it as well. Wishing people on safe, healthy, prosperous 2022. Make it a good year, my droning brothers. Bob, Casey, you're 100% right. You know why? Because it is going to be a great year.
Has
I
to.
know for a fact that it can't get any worse than what was. We got to get better. Hey, there's Tony Faz, Quadcopters and Tech. He was over in Ocean City with us as well. He was over in Ocean City with us. What's up, Tony? How are you, man? It's good to not see you, but see you in the chat. I got boosted last week, Gary. Okay, well,
Who? What
what
happened?
happened? Um, I got boosted masks, saran wrapped, wearing a condom when I leave my house.
Uh-oh.
Bought a bill coast to coast.
Uh-oh.
You
What?
never know. But for those of you who have members that are sick, and there's a flu thing going on. You sent it to me on Twitter.
The
You
what?
sent it to me on Twitter.
Flu?
Steven, he sent me the
Okay.
picture on Twitter.
The flu? Yeah, I've heard people dealing with that now. And then the problem is if you look around the city, with all of the medical centers and the urgent care centers, they have lines out the door for people who,
Yes, and around the corner and down the block.
right,
Here's that
because
picture that
not
Steven sent.
sure if they have the flu or if they have, yeah, that's the same shot.
Yeah, yeah. This is an entire frozen lake. I don't play around on large bodies of water, so you know I'm damn sure not going to play around on a large body of frozen water.
You know, you know why I'm laughing at that? I remember we went to Tibbetts Brook
Yes.
and the guy is like, "Oh, the lake is frozen." Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. You walk across it because I'm not. I'm not. I'm sorry.
I flew the
Hey,
drone over
KB
it.
United, how are you? Are they vaccinated, Johnny Drone Flyer? KB United was asking 10% discount on land, Lawrence. Welsh Rob goes. Hey, Rhode Island Drone Guy, how are you,
What are
man?
you talking,
Evening to
Rob?
everyone. Happy New Year. Belated Merry Christmas. I hope everyone did have a very good Christmas. Those of you who didn't know, Ken Heron has a lake. Has a lake. I see a word lake, so I say lake. Ken Heron has a meetup the day after Christmas every year. So you can't say you don't know about it for next year. But if you can make it, it's worth going. He is like the Energizer Bunny on steroids. He ain't the Energizer Bunny. Hey, Mike, what's up, Night Train? The
So,
Energizer Bunny don't have shit on Ken Heron.
so here's
He
the
goes
thing,
and he goes and he must have a lifetime supply of batteries too, because he was flying he flew everything FPV. He flew the V copter,
mm-hmm.
which I had not seen in perp. And hey, Fly Guy Merrill, good evening to you.
My
Who
God,
I did not see in person before,
you ever
and
saw
when
the
I
V
saw
copter?
not in person. I've seen
Oh,
it. I've just never seen it in person. Michael Blades, what's good, man? How are you? You guys click that like button, please. Affects people in different ways. It does, Bob Casey. So
I
Herman,
kind of had wanted one of those at one point because I liked the way it looked.
yeah,
I liked the way the motors did that little,
yeah.
it
And
was
when it stops, it's
interesting.
like when it stops, it's like on a pivot.
It
The
was
props,
interesting because it was different.
right? And if you've never seen one before, you would think that it was something out of Terminator.
But my thing is, was I gonna actually fly it, or was it just because I
So
like the
keep it
way?
as a novelty.
Yeah, because that might be, I don't know. Will we see a V-copter too?
Well, that was my first time seeing one,
You
and
know,
I want
it's
to let you
nice,
know
right?
it's quiet. It is
Oh, it is a
quiet.
nice drone. I mean, don't get me
Yes,
wrong. A lot of
definitely.
people had their questions about it, and
Yeah. They
when you
did.
see it, you'll understand. It's not bad. It's not a bad little drone.
And it's
Um,
quieter than some of the bigger drones.
True. Now, what I'm hearing now, what Autel now is starting to get this drone into the hands of people.
Autel has started shipping Chad B. Um, Idaho quadcopters has
Mhm.
one. Chad B just put out a video on one. Idaho quadcopter. I did that blip de doo, Phantom.
The who?
I did that blip de doo, Phantom Flight 101.
The blip
Quadcopters and
TV?
text. Jody, what's up?
What's up?
You know how Ken Heron is funny. So every time he went to take off with his FPV bird
Mhm.
or the V copter,
Mhm.
he would say, "I'm binding," and he'd go beep doop beep boop boop, and that was his way of binding it. Did you see that? Did you notice that, Herman?
No.
A couple of times before he took off, he said, "I have to bind the bird first," and he'd go beep doop beep boop beep into the controller with his mouth, and then he'd say, "It's bound. We can take off now." But I had a ball this weekend,
Yeah,
man.
he's I don't know. You'll see. I got the
Yeah,
video.
we
It
got a
was
couple of
funny. He actually taught a guy was teaching a guy on the beach
how to fly a drone
how to
right
fly
there,
a drone.
random guy. Yes, D Max aerial visuals. How are you? I watched the video. Its transmission capabilities have almost got me considering buying the Mavic 3. I want to let you guys know I have that video loaded here. I will put the link in the chat.
But you know what it is? No,
This was an organized flight with spotters along the way at different various points until we hit the water. That's all I can say. Until we hit the water. And,
well,
and and Billy Kyle landed with 1%, and before he could cut the controller off, the battery dropped to zero. But if you watch the video, he catches it. He runs because it was about to just land on top of a bench. He did some kind of like ballet jump and caught it and carried it the 15 feet to its home point. But the trip was how what 5.1 miles, 5.2 miles one
I'm not.
way, which
I'm not
means
sure.
which means in total the trip was a 10-mile flight. You got to watch the video. Here's the video right here. In fact, I'll hold on to it because you guys are. Wait a minute. I don't have that Ken Heron video there loaded. What the hell? Hold on. Let me just go to his. Let me just go to his page and get it.
What was that one there? What was that? You got that button? The
Oh, this one.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
Yeah, that
uh,
was a retard alert thing there. Oh, here it is. Dramatic 3 mile Mavic 3 range, dramatic 3 mile range test, New Jersey coastline. Um, I'm clicking on the video now to stop it, of course. But this is the link. You have to take time. You'll see Herman in the background. Everybody that was at the meetup, you'll see. I was in the background, caught
you,
somewhere.
you,
The valet jump, Michael.
you can't get
74, yes, quadcopters and tech. No, it was 7,400. No, 74,000 feet. What is he talking about?
what happened.
74,000 feet.
Something to that effect. But I know
Tony,
you can't get that range without the
Stevie. Oh, yes. Now keep in
without
mind the range extenders that Herman
you
put on.
can't get that distance without
Hey,
the
Stevie,
RC
happy
Pro.
holidays. Yes, this is true. You cannot get that distance with the regular controller with the Mavic 3. You need the RC Pro, and keep in mind, he also, if you saw the range extenders that Ken Heron slid on, he's borrowed Herman's range extenders to put on the RC Pro. So keep that in mind. He could have probably went further if he wasn't hanging around and had to stop. And I'd be interested to see what they really could do. But a 10-mile plus trip on one battery, and you'll see in the video, Ken Heron does not suggest you do this. They did have spotters randomly along the way until he hit the end of the water. Huh?
Was it 10 miles?
It was easily 10. 40,000. Yeah, you put 47,000 feet, dude. 470,000 feet. Oh, it was 47,000 feet. Okay, he put 470,000 feet. That's okay. That's what it is. But it was a great video. I enjoyed being there because Ken goes, "Hey, I'll give you $100 if you land. I'll give you $100 if you land on top of one of the little rotunded edges, one of the little edges. What do you call that?
What, the piers?
The little houses, the little that were on that we started under, that little rotunda or whatever you call it."
Oh, the what the hell? Gazebos.
Yes, the gazebo. First, Ken goes, "I'll give you $10 if you land on, hey, show, if you land on top of a gazebo." And Billy goes, "Nah." And then I think he goes, "I'll give you $10,000 of fake Ken Heron money if you land on top of the Ferris wheel or something like that." Yes, gazebo. I couldn't get the word out. Gazebo is not in my vocabulary for some reason. Hey,
see.
Joe, how are you? Stevie, Captured Life Connection was there. New York represented hard. We had about 4 or 5 guys down there representing.
That's not in your vocabulary.
You want to get into some pictures, Herman?
Well, yeah, why not? You got some pictures? What you got pictures of?
I have a few. I don't have
down to meet up, not many pictures,
I don't have
but
pictures of everybody.
As funny as it may sound, I didn't take any pictures. I was too busy videoing a few things. And
Yeah.
I mean, I did get some footage flying, but
But there's Stevie right there watching. Ken is actually flying. He did a power loop on a Ferris wheel there. It went over someone's drone, and it was an interesting shot there. But Ron Brown was there. Ron T. Brown, you guys know him. I don't know who that dude is with the shades, but he was all over the place.
You know what? If you ask Bixby, he's New York's #1 drone pilot.
Huh?
If you ask Bixby, he's New York's #1 drone pilot.
Here's Billy Kyle in the back. This is SKS Productions. Billy Kyle and SKS helped do that video that you see. And Ken Heron is actually, this lady was so intrigued on what was going on. Ken took her for a ride. And she was quite cool about it. He flew under the boardwalk. He dived the building behind. She was very, very interested in what we were doing and why guys had goggles on and was standing there, and Ken explained everything to her.
Well, she got to see it.
Yeah.
And the people in the building on the terrace even waved to the drones.
Yes, up here on this terrace, people were up there. We were diving this building, and which, by the way, I hit this wire right here in the middle. Out of all the drones there, I was the only one that hit it. I broke a prop, but did not crash. I recovered and was able to land. You guys know who this guy is. He kept touching Billy's eyebrows for some reason. I thought that was a little weird, but he was doing it for fun. But these were mostly everyone that was here. And this young lady in red hat was from the UK with her family, visiting with her father and brother from the UK. She had a Mavic Mini. And I kept this picture here because you and Ron were deep in conversation about something. And I didn't see this in the picture, but Ken Heron is doing a little corkscrew behind you guys right there, just while you're talking. I thought it was an interesting picture, though. This gentleman, I cannot remember his name for the last of me, But I did want to dive and fly through this roller coaster here in the background, but we never made it down that far. This gentleman was there. I apologize if I do
That's where
not
we
remember.
started out at, right?
Yes, this was where when we first got there. Yes, yes.
Okay. By
And
the
this is another gentleman that actually lived in the area. He came with his son,
mhm.
and at that particular time, Ken Heron was flying the V-copter
Mhm.
there, and this is the Ferris wheel in the background that he actually did a power loop over, which was quite interesting.
Lawrence,
But
you
yeah,
know that spot right there where we started out at with where they sell
this one,
the saltwater taffy and the fudge and everything right there.
yeah, yeah.
I bought some
There's,
fudge from in there, right?
mhm,
They're located in a very good spot.
they are.
Yeah, that's 2 hours away from here. I'll never
Mhm.
go back there to get any more until I'm down there again.
Now, Ken has no problem with facial expressions. This one, I don't know where he got this
Why
picture
does
from.
this look like we're in a bar?
It looks like we're in a bar, but it was actually Applebee's, guys, we were in.
Same
And
difference.
he backed up and took a serious picture here. But this is my number one picture. Stevie Bronx, no, Robert C. Aviano Ariels had asked
Yeah.
if we could take a picture with the New York crew. And
Okay.
Ken is the only one here looking hard. Like because we're taking a picture with New York pilots. He had to lean hunched over like what? What you want? He's a character. I love him though. Ken Heron is a great dude, man.
But Lawrence, who's the cool dude in the back with the shades?
This one right here,
Yeah. No,
I
no,
think that's
no.
who's what in the back.
The guy with the black jacket and the shades.
I don't know. That
Yeah,
dude
him,
was all
him.
over the damn place. I don't know who the hell that is. Standing next to Stevie,
Yeah,
I
that
couldn't tell you. He was standing around talking to himself. I just ignored him.
guy.
But that's it, guys, as far as the pictures I took. Now, I have a shitload of video. I do have a lot of video that it's just so much I have to. Hey, Ray Kelly, how are you? If you guys don't have anyone's channel in here, please support it.
All I'm gonna say is that Ken is a handful, and
Yes.
he gave us a new sponsor.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Quadcopters and Techs, I just supported your channel because for some reason I could not find your channel until now. So come on, let's get Quadcopters and Tech past 10 subscribers. He's only got 7. He doesn't have a whole lot of videos up. He does have a Christmas video up from a year ago. Maybe this will inspire him. Oh, see featured channels. Ken Heron, Bill the Drone Reviewer, Ashley Burton, and Idaho Quadcopter. Maybe we can get him to put those guys up there as a featured channel. Who knows? But anyway, it was a great weekend. I had fun. How tall am I? I'm actually 6'3", Bob Casey. That's the guy with the Phantom 4 converted. Yes, that's yes, Aviano, you're right. Quadcopters and Tech is Tony. Tony had a Fabric, guys. I've never seen one before in my life. He had a Fabric there.
Yeah,
I have footage of that.
it's quite interesting. I
And
never
of all the
saw one
drones,
before. I only saw it in videos. I
yeah.
didn't know it was that big.
Throw his link in the chat. Yes, let me go to Quadcopters and Tech and get his link right here. We can get him
Oh, you got
past
it?
10 subscribers, guys. Yes, I have it right here.
Okay.
Here, this is Quadcopters and Tech.
I never knew. I never saw one before in person because
I've never seen one in person.
I thought it was something that somebody did on their own, and it was just something that was just rare. No one else had one.
Right,
then,
right. When
I
he gave
saw
us a little bio on it, it said
on
at first
YouTube.
they were 3D printed,
Mhm.
and then someone came out with an actual plastic body for one.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually, Bob Casey, I used to be 6'3.5". Now, with a half, you lose a couple of inches as you get older. Now I'm just 6'3". Angie, how are you? Hope all is good with you.
So by the time COVID is over, you're gonna be like about what? 6 foot?
But by the time I hit, I'm 58 now, so by the time I hit 60, I'll probably be 6'2". Who knows? So hold on. We're gonna do a drop and a shot, man.
Well, we could. Let's do one. Okay. You ready?
Well, yes, yes, yes. I'm ready. I have some rum here.
What's that? Doesn't look like water, bro.
Stop. I wouldn't waste a plastic cup for water. I have bottled water.
Right.
This is rum. Trust me.
Okay.
It's coconut flavored rum.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Why would you lie? But anyway, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
Salute. Happy New Year to you guys. I am going to drink this very slowly tonight.
Right, right.
It'll be going
Let's
in
see,
another
let's
6.
see how long it takes before, how many shots it takes before he finishes it.
Probably another 2.
You remember the old Tootsie Roll, where the Tootsie Roll pops? Tootsie.
Oh,
how
Bob
many
Casey,
licks does
okay.
it? How many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll pop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob Casey's a big man too. Bob Casey's big like Big Matt. Big Matt's about 6'5".
No, Matt's 6'6".
Oh, even more. Matt's 6'6". I still claim my pre-disc compensation 6 foot 1 inch.
Now you know
But
it's funny.
pre-disc
I told you.
compression.
I told you about Matt's cat, right?
No.
Yeah, Matt's cat is huge. When Matt was helping me out with
Logan.
When Matt was helping me out with the computer,
Yeah.
and he put together the other one for me, and I was over there with him going over some stuff with it, and
Yeah.
the cat kept, trying to, I don't know, climb on my leg and push me and stuff like that and rub up on me. And as soon as I move to go show Matt something, cat jumps in the chair and lays down.
That's all he wanted you to do. Get out his damn chair. My sons are 6'6" and my oldest is 6'4". Wow. You know what, Bob Casey? That's interesting because in my family, I'm the shortest. I'm the runt of the family.
How many?
6'3.5".
How many boys you got?
Yeah. Well, my uncles
Because
were
you might
all
be able
older
to
than
get a
me.
little basketball team there.
Yeah, right.
Line. I know nobody don't mess with you.
Yeah, for real. But my uncles were all
Boys
taller
that
than
big.
me. My grandfather was taller than me, and I'm the runt of the bunch. I'm 6'3", and they look at me like I am short compared to them. But 5'11", 180, 6'2", 265 post Christmas horizontally.
So Lawrence, I coach a kid, right? His brother, we coached him. His brother is like 6, he's like 6'5".
Right.
He's like 6. It's like he's about your height. You've seen Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's about your height, right? Yeah,
roughly.
Yeah, what's the boy? How old is he? Like what, 13, 14?
Yeah, I know. That's scary. That's scary. He just started growing. Yeah, he just started growing. Thanks. I don't really post content on Facebook. Join my Facebook group, Drone Community, Tech and Chatter. Put the link. I'll join it. Quadcopters and Tech. Quadcopters and Tech. You need to get some videos up, man. Put some videos of something up on your channel, man.
Jay.
We encourage that. Ditto, Capture Life Connection. You are my man, or the real McCoy. It was a pleasure meeting you, bro. Yes, yes, it was a pleasure meeting everyone there and in Ocean City. Now, I'm very bad with names.
Oh, yeah.
I tell people that from the beginning. I'm not going to remember your name by the time the day's over with. So I'm being honest about it. But and one guy sent. I told you, Herman. One gentleman there sent me all his footage from the
Okay.
meetup.
Yeah.
And he sent me, he had a Mavic 2 Enterprise. He sent me some thermal imaging. So I need to figure out how to add this thermal imaging into the video that we're going to do. Quadcopters in Tech, there's the Facebook group. Stevie, please let me know if you're coming to second floor
I
meetup
got you.
on April 2nd. We need you there.
I got you,
Let me
Bob.
see. I'm going to click on that link right now and join the group.
What you got?
I just made the 203rd member. You
Okay.
joined? Okay. Oh, now see, that's a good photo. Hold on, Tony Faz. You took this photo with the Fabric, guys. Those of you who don't know, I think the Fabric is a Phantom 3.
Yeah.
Let me share this.
What
This
is
is
it? 4K.
It's a Phantom 3 Pro, right? I'm thinking. But this is the
It's a
picture
4K.
that I like.
He said it was a specific one. Yeah, that's the one he took.
Here's Quadcopters in Tech right here. This gentleman, I can't remember his name, SKS. These gentlemen lived in the neighborhood and come every year because they know Ken's there. This gentleman, I forgot his name too. I'm just really bad with names.
Oh.
It's some dude holding a G5 in front of his face there. I know that's Rob C. There's me, Ron Brown. These was the young lady from the United Kingdom, came to visit her brother and pops right there. But I had never seen a Fabric fly. I thought they were mythical dragons or something. You know, Herman? That, like you said, you only store it on YouTube. So to see it in person, I was
it is
impressed.
around.
I was definitely impressed. So I'll come here and I'll post some pictures as well when I get a chance to. Drone community and tech. I'm gonna have to leave this page up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that I'm a member, I just have to scroll through all of the groups I'm in, I'm guessing. But that'll work.
In all of the groups.
Yes.
Lawrence is in like how many?
Bob
groups?
C is probably 6'6". No, he's about 6'5". He says 6'5". Ray Kelly, Happy New Year to you, bro. We are supposedly still coming down there. I don't see it's a Phantom 3 4K. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do you mean we supposedly are
We're still
coming
going.
down?
I just want they were supposed to say that, not you.
Oh, okay.
we're going. It was Bob Casey. It was a fun meetup. Billy Kyle and Ken Heron together. That's a comedy act. They should take that shit on the road.
Ray Kelly, I just gotta say one thing. I need a rental car, man.
Okay. I didn't think about that.
I need you to hook me up with a rental car.
Unless you're gonna let us ride around in one of your Beamers or Maseratis. Looked like a fun meetup. Yes, it was. It definitely was.
It was a lot of fun.
It was. It really was. And Ken taught a guy who came over and
fly
said,
right there on the beach, right on the boardwalk, right there by the gazebo.
Taught him how to fly the drone. Taught him how to fly the drone. We secured the area when he was landing, when he was taking off. The guy was like, "Wow, I can't believe I'm doing this shit." So, and then when he finished, after he landed, Ken was like, "Well, how do you like flying a drone?" The guy was like, "I love it." So Ken goes, "I'll see you next year with your own drone."
He was a little nervous, though. He was a little nervous.
The guy was nervous. Yeah,
he's got cameras in his face.
Yeah. There are about 5-6 cameras, people with GoPros, and I had my Osmo Pocket 2, which I worked the hell out that thing. I had 9 gigs of data when I got home.
I told you it's a great B-roll camera.
Third Eye says rental cars are so expensive right now, Herman.
What happened?
Third Eye View says rental cars are so expensive.
Oh, mine coming.
Who in the chat? Who in the chat is going to the meetup in April? Herman, if I go, I will have you and Lawrence covered. I will take wherever you like. Rob, what if we wanted to go somewhere at 2 in the morning? Well, that's right. Rob C works overnight, so he's usually up at that time. Never mind. You driving down, Rob? And if you are, well, whatever it is. We appreciate it, Rob.
That's a trip.
Yeah. I used to do it when I was younger. I can't do that shit now.
I did it once. I was in trade school.
Yeah.
My last year trade school.
Yeah.
And my
click that like button, guys. There's a lot of people out there looking.
And I jumped in the car and we went straight to Miami.
Okay. If you haven't clicked that like button,
I was on Coca-Cola and no dose all the way down there.
Bob Casey, Ron says he's going. Classic says he's going. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ron, Mr. Ron is going. That's what's up. So we will have a few people. No, I will fly if I do go. Oh, Rob C is going to fly down.
Oh, yeah, I'm flying down. I got my tickets and everything.
Yes, we are.
I don't have the tickets in hand, but
we are flying. Herman showed me how to travel on a plane with my drone stuff in my hands and my backpack, and then I'll put my clothing under the plane, in the belly of the plane. Mm-hmm. So we should be all right. Enterprise, nice. It is what it is. I look forward to the meetup. Hey, Herman. What's this thing with this from your boy Osita 55?
You know, I'm not sure, but it looks like to me like they're trying to do something now, a new pocket or
yes. If you guys have
it might be a little bit too big for your pocket this time.
Yes. Those Osmo pockets were affordable, but I think this one is going to go off the chart because looking at this drawing right here, this is telling me they're going to have a 1-inch sensor.
Maybe.
And a slightly smaller than 1-inch screen, which is what everyone complained about. But I hooked mine up to the phone today.
But here's the thing. They went so tiny because everything was going tiny because the verbiage, we need smaller. But now everything is starting to get bigger. Remember the cell phones got real small?
Mm-hmm.
And they got the race was to get who can get the smallest one. Now they're getting bigger and bigger.
Well, it looks
bigger.
It looks like this is some type of 3-axis gimbal because looking at this, this wheel is 1, 2,
just like a Ronin.
So it's right, a 3-axis, just like on a drone. Here it is.
Like on the Ronin.
Huh?
Just like on the Ronin.
It's the same thing on the Ronin. Okay.
It spins.
I had no idea.
It spins right there around at the base.
Right.
Right. You have an arm. Look, you have an arm that sits right. Okay. Like
and goes into another.
Hold on a second. That screen faces you, right? When it's in a normal mode situation, that screen faces you. That back knuckle, where you see right there at 31. That faces you. Now, that other arm extends outward, and that other piece right there where your arrow is, that pivots up and down. It holds the camera the same way, like an Osmo, like on the Ronin.
Okay, I see.
It turned the Osmo pocket into a Ronin with that picture from.
It does look like
because I can if you stop the sharing, I can show you.
Yeah, go for
it. What I'm talking about. If you notice,
and that whole piece will spin around.
Same knuckle that sits where the screen is. I was telling you, that's in its normal mode with all of what it locked.
Right.
I'm saying to you, if I unlock this camera, can pivot back and forth just like I shows you in that diagram. So it's basically turning it into the same type of setup you would do
They're
with.
turning the eyes. Osita showed this about a year ago. Hey, Sean Geeksvana, it's an Action 2 gimbal. He published again to prove a point.
Mhm. So
Oh, see, I
it's
didn't
the
know that.
same, right? But it's the same type of movement. But if you look at it, that little box that's on there, yeah, it does look like the Action 2 that sitting on
Hold
that
on, we'll
arm,
go
just
back.
like how
Pull
the camera
it back
sits
up.
on the Veronin.
Here you go. Yeah, and
Yeah, you
it's
see how it sits right on the top,
mhm.
just like how the camera sits on the Ronin.
Yes, it's the same setup. And I'm assuming this will spin around
Mm-hmm.
clockwise or counterclockwise to face you.
Yep.
When
When it goes to the selfie mode.
right. But I love the fact the screen. Also the handle looks a lot thicker. I'm noticing too. It doesn't have that sleek handle.
Well, how big does it
Now,
really need to be, though?
well, I would say roughly, if you played stickball, maybe it should be about the thickness of a stickball bat.
I mean, in an ideal world, yeah, but in the world of a pocket,
Yeah,
yeah, that's gonna
that would be
be
too
that's just
big.
an enlarged, you know, photo. It's not gonna be that small.
Hey, Geeksvana, yes, I did get everything that I asked for from Santa, which was nothing. One Visionario, how are you, man? What's up? But
Wow.
if you want to know what, I got the most important thing, Geeksvana. I got my life. So that's all I care about. As long as I was able to give out a couple of things and people, got to appreciate, the nice side of me. Some of you may not think I'm such a nice person, but I actually am a pretty nice guy.
He made out all right.
I may growl like a bear sometimes, but I'm actually a nice person. Herman will tell you.
Let him
I
tell
do
it.
have I do have a soft side.
Let him tell it.
I do, man. I
Uh-huh.
do.
Right,
Actually, I
right.
do.
Okay. So you
You
got,
know, hmm?
oh, look at that.
I'm queuing up the video.
Look out. We glowing.
What happened?
What's it? I got glowing lights going on here.
Oh, on me?
No,
Yeah,
here.
that glowing light right there is the light exactly behind me. It's shining straight in the lens, which is causing that little artifact right on my mouth there.
I've
So
already learned to
I
deal with
twist
that.
this.
Either you're going to be in the dark or that thing is going to be right in the
There it
middle.
is. I just shifted a little few inches over. Hey, visuals, drone Anu visuals, how are you? Hope all is well. Happy holidays to you guys. I'm trying to get Mickey Mouse to join us at
Mickey
the
Mouse.
meetup in Florida, South Florida drone meetup.
Why?
So we could chase him with racing drones.
Well, Mickey Mouse?
That's what he said. He's trying to get Mickey Mouse to join us at the South Florida drone meetup. If he does, I'm hitting him with a racing drone. He cost me a lot of money a few years back. But
Wow.
I digress.
You're going to blame it on him.
I digress. Actually, it was
You believe
Disney
it?
that cost me. It was Disney that cost me all the money. The mouse is just a minion.
Well, the mouse is just,
A minion.
he's a victim in the whole situations too. You know what I'm saying to you? Because they're exploiting the mouse. All he want to
Yeah,
do is run around and get crumbs. No,
this is
they got to
true.
put him in a top hat and a suit and let him run around. And
What did you take in trade school, Herman?
I'm an
Qualification
electrician.
test. Yes, Herman is an electrician by profession.
Yeah, I'm an
Uh,
electrician.
oh, there you go. I have this video queued up.
But
If you
what the video from Michael Hogan?
one shot,
Yeah, the
yes.
one shot. Yeah, that one.
If
Yeah,
you want to
for the
go
gentleman
into it,
Michael Hogan. I saw the video. Um, it was nice. I mean, I liked the video. No one's at work, but I mean, it would have been nice if it would have been more interesting if people were at work.
I want to know how
But
many
it's
lunchrooms they got in
yeah,
this
but
place.
you know what? I've worked in these places and built these kind of office spaces already, where they actually look like they don't want to. You would think they would want to leave there, but no.
Everyone's got double screens.
But if you see these chairs right here that they have in his office, those chairs are very expensive. They're designed for you to be able to sit there all day.
Yeah, I could believe it. No, this is not bad for a lounge where you can just sit around. Now, just keep in mind, this is one small kitchen right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we go upstairs, this is the main lunchroom / kitchen. Another small kitchen area.
Yeah, they just shot through the whole office.
Here. Right.
This
Now,
is over in London?
Yes. This is why I was wondering how many lunchrooms. These guys eat more than they work, because you had a kitchen downstairs. Here's the main lunchroom. Then you come upstairs here, and
you got to remember, they have an area what you would call a lunchroom or a cafeteria.
And see, here's another area, microwaves for eating lunch.
Right, but those areas are actually like, how do you call it, pantry, I would say, where they could leave their things and they can come back and use the microwave and whatever. But now the
I apologize for the skipping. My upload speed is only freaking 9 Mbps. And while streaming, it tends to skip. I'm working on that issue on increasing my upload speed so the video doesn't stutter. And check out the lockers.
You know what you could try, Lars?
What's that?
On the antennas for your modem, you can put the range extenders for the drone on
there. My modem doesn't have any antennas on it. It's one of those from Spectrum. It's just a box. They claim there's an antenna in it.
All right, then you can wire in the booster.
But I'm noticing everyone has 2 computer screens, one for watching TV and one for working.
That's not what it's for.
No. I'm just working. This is the game planning room.
See, now that's a lounge where you can go and relax and breathe, because you're sitting at that computer for the other 12 hours of the day.
Yes, and those chairs are expensive as hell. They're designed to keep you sitting upright and comfortable for hours on end.
Day.
But I like the view outside this place.
If you want a comfortable chair, forget about gaming chairs. Get one of those.
Yes. Now, if you guys want to watch this video with sound, I will post the link now, because
no sound on that?
Oh, you guys, everything that we watch.
You mean there was no sound?
Huh? I didn't play it with sound.
No, there was no sound? I thought it was just because there was nobody there.
No. It actually does have sound. It actually has a song that I used in one of my videos, and they got it from Artlist, which is where I get my music. Herman and I get a music.
Played it.
And we are no way, shape, or form paid for advertising for Artlist. So you want me to show it with the sound?
Well, now that you showed it already, it doesn't matter. It took 40 minutes to show the video.
Mr. J's RCs. One Vision Aerial. People are supposed to vote on their favorite one. I'm going to do a little homework on it and try a B-roll one. See what I can come up with.
Favorite who?
I don't know. I lost the conversation.
What happened?
Miss Sean's I'd stream. I don't know. I couldn't keep up with the conversation. Big Bad John, Mr. J's RC.
Mr. J's RC, what's going on, man?
By putting a 1 in the chat, who's going to the meetup?
South Florida?
In April.
South Florida. Who's going?
Who's going? We would like to know. And we'd like to know because this time, unlike when we were in Jersey this weekend, I actually wanted to mic up a few people and sit and talk with them, but there was so much going on. It was like real hard to do. But you know what I found that did work, Herman? From now on, since you're mic'd up and I'm mic'd up, you know how Ken Heron was in the middle of us when we were talking for that piece of footage? We can do that from now on because we will actually make it stereo. Geeks Vonna, you know damn well. What are you going to fly there? Sean says he's going. Not going.
Oh,
Johnny Drone going? Yeah,
All right.
Geeks Bonner says he's going.
Well, he's got plenty of time.
You better stop in New York first, damn it.
Listen,
He's got plenty of time to
however,
start walking, right?
however he gets there, he get there.
This is true.
It'd be good to see him.
This is true. Okay. We know Aviano. Bob Casey will be there. Gary will be there. Mendez Drone Ops.
Everybody gonna be there.
Everyone's going. This is going to be big.
What we going on?
Hey, Ray, I hope there's going to be food there with all of these big guys.
Yeah,
Sean
I
I has a monthly video project.
A lot of guys is over 6 feet is supposed to be there.
Yeah, it takes a lot of food to keep these engines going.
And you know when guys
Why
is
are we
over
typing
6 feet
one?
don't got no food, that, you know.
This is true. Gary,
dangerous.
Gary, I just asked people to put a 1 in the room to see who was going to the South Florida meetup in April. But listen, all I have to say is I look forward to going. I haven't been on a plane in about 5 years. So just to get on a plane, I'm gonna be like a little kid again.
Okay.
You know, I enjoy flying. I wish that I could fly more than every 5 years or so, but this meetup, if it wasn't for those guys, I probably wouldn't be going.
Really?
Yeah,
So if you wasn't a member of those guys, I'd be going by myself.
I guess.
Wow. Get a load of that guy.
He's just that guy.
Wow.
Everybody wants you on this side of the pond. Who's going over to Sean's side of the pond? You know what?
Ooh, they want us to come to where?
Show says everybody wants
Big Matt.
On this
You know
side of
what?
the pond. Who's going over there?
Big Matt's here, yo, Lawrence.
Big Matt, what's good?
I told you, I sent you the pictures, right?
Yes.
I sent you the pictures of the
Yes, you did. You did to my phone.
The computer that Big Matt worked. Oh, I sent them to you on Messenger.
On Messenger, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Let me pull them up. We'd like to give a shout out to Big Matt for building this computer.
Yeah, Big Matt worked on this computer for me.
All I can say is the machine. What the hell? Messenger not found. What the hell is this? Let's go. Oh, there we go. Mr. Green.
There we go. He broke his computer.
I didn't know. Stop it. I can't afford to break my computer. Okay, hold on a second. This, guys, isn't the Pinky and the Brain supercomputer take over the world, but it's close.
It's close.
This Big Mac put together.
I planned this out how I wanted it to look, and I had
that is a New York Knicks logo, and the colors are orange and blue. The New York Knicks basketball team. Herman gave to his stepson, and what's cool about this case is I like how the RAM. Look at the RAM. How it lights up like diamonds. But check out this case. You open it up from the front here. This is the kid's first time opening, so Herman's instructing him. But check this out. Once he figures out, there it is. Herman says, the front of the case. Not only does it open up, but it shows a hologram on the door. We'll get to it in a second. Here it is on the ground right here. There's a New York Knicks logo with a hologram in the case. Now, if that's not a badass tower, I don't know what is. And this is a mirrored glass here lit up.
It's an infinity mirror.
An infinity, that's what it is, an infinity mirror to go on the back of your graphics card. The guy does them custom. Herman had that custom done. This is a great gift for a kid, huh? But this is it right here.
Yeah,
the lights blink the same colors, orange and blue, of the team. There it is. There's the infinity mirror right there. Even the wires are color coded like that. Big Matt, kudos to you, man, for building this bird. I'm thinking about drones. Building this.
That's a rig.
A rig. That's a rig. Yes, that is definitely a rig. But I love that Knicks logo. When Herman was telling me when you open the case, it's gonna show a hologram. I was like, yo, that shit is fly. I really, really like it. Very easy to fly here, One Vision.
Thank you, Matt.
Wish I was that lucky kid. Bob Casey, if you were that lucky kid, I could see you now. You remember that show Herman the Munsters?
Yeah.
And every time
How
Herman would get
long?
excited, he'd go, "Oh,
How can
goody,
I?
goody, goody,"
How can
and
I
stomp
not
things and
remember
crush and
that show?
destroy. Remember, he hit the golf ball and he started stomping over the golf
Yeah.
course, and then the next day they said that it was vandalized. I can see Bob Casey now. Bob Casey now, "Oh, goody, goody, goody." I'm just joking with you, Bob. But
No, but
that's
what's
pretty
this,
much. I would be like that too. I'm not gonna lie.
Lawrence?
Huh?
You do know how old I am, right? That show was in syndication and the reruns when I was a kid. That
All
that
right,
show
Herman, you were right. It's going quick.
that show taught me how to fight.
Oh, get out of here.
Come on, man. It's a kid.
Yeah, yeah. All right, sounds great to me. A lot of spots I've scoped out, but I have to fly. Wait a minute. Scoped out to fly, but I'm not sure if I can or not. One Vision Aerial, download before you fly. It's an app. And we do need any licensing for over.
Before you fly.
Oh no, okay. Before you fly, I don't think that works in the UK because that's a Lance operated app here in the United
Right, but
States.
it's a FAA supported
Yes,
app.
it's right. So it would not work over in the UK. That would not work. Just a simple test, which is based on the same rules. One Vision Aerial's multiple choice, and you can keep taking it. Unlike here in the United States, if you fail a test twice, you can't take it for another couple of years.
Right.
Yes, the Munsters and Batman ran. Hope to watch. Yeah, that's what was on back then. The
You know,
Munsters and Batman.
you know what, Lawrence? I told you I have the Adam West and Burt Ward collectible.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. From that era, it has the that Batman outfit you see is got what's his name there? Adam West. Adam West's face. When you take the mask off, it looks like Adam West.
Yeah. Okay. We'll email you the links. Okay. Well, we have to get to our first story, man.
But well, we could. I mean,
Drone news. You guys keep clicking that like
we,
button.
we
want to see
could.
what's
I mean,
going on.
DJI, was always seem to be in the news. They're not, they're not just in the drones, but they're now into the smart car, and their navigation. But
Yeah.
but let's think about this one. Back we did on was it April 14th on those guys on 100. We talked about DJI getting into the market of
Automotive.
making sensors in their automobile market,
Mm-hmm.
because they were talking about making sensors for smart cars, these
Yeah.
electric cars on that we're going to be able to operate autonomously with the usage of sensors, and DJI was getting into the market of making these cameras to develop them on these cars. But now it seems like they've seen to their marketing and their research and development has caused their a 30% increase in their workforce just in research and development.
Well, DJI has always claimed to not just be a drone company, but a
Right.
tech company, and they're proving so because not only do they build drones, but they make cameras. They do a lot of other tech that you have no idea that they're involved in.
Mhm.
DJI specializes in their sensors
Mhm.
are top of the line.
Right.
Now, so they're talking about putting these sensors in a DJI, not a DJI car, so to be, but
Right.
the sensor division of DJI
Right.
is
I
going to be
understand that.
start being
What
put
I
in,
was saying,
automobiles.
but what I was saying to you is that also, but they were talking about just in their research and development, the group has grown from what, a group of 700 people to 1,000 people now.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is that now they're talking now that they want to forge relationships with like-minded companies. You know, like was it Volkswagen China,
Mm-hmm.
and GM is operating over there in China.
SAIC, which
Yeah,
slash
yeah.
GM slash Wuling, yeah, in China. That,
Sailing, Sailing GM Wuling.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's General
it's
Motors
General Motors in
division.
China.
Yeah,
Well, I assume it is, but they want to work and looking to work with them on rolling out these vehicles using their sensors. They want to get into being able to push their what they call it, their well, basically what they're saying in this article is DJI is looking to ramp up the production or mass production on their smart car
the
components
smart
that
car
are required,
compatibility.
right? But they're required for the autonomous driving capability. These
Right,
these
and
parts
I
that
have a
DJI are going to
photo.
make,
I have a
and
video up playing now
it's
from
a
their
whole
website.
sensor system that they're developing for these
That will allow
autonomous
you
cars.
autonomously to drive up to 80 miles per hour, and it changed lanes autonomously. Right
Mhm.
now, autonomous driving only allows you to change lanes at a distance and at a certain speed. And they claim that their autonomous system will allow you to do this at hold on, I need to get the numbers, at 130 kilometers per hour, which
Mhm.
is average about 80 miles per hour.
Yes,
They
that's
have
the
they have
autonomous
three
vehicle.
they have three different systems. One system currently features a system that's catered from 0 to 80 kilometers per hour driving. The second system is it's one step up from that, that goes up to 130 kilometers per hour, which is about 80 miles per hour. And then the third application that they are specializing in is just for parking alone.
Mhm.
So you know how
Well,
you have these cars that
let's
self-park?
see.
You actually
But this
pull
is
up.
what I'm. But this is what I
Go
tell you
ahead.
about when you talk about with DJI and this whole thing, and them getting into this fast growing market of autonomous vehicles and these sensors that are necessary for this. But their workforce is growing, and
Yes.
their workforce. You talk
They're
about
hiring people.
14,000 people, and nearly half of them are engineers
Yeah.
working on this. So
Yeah.
now you think about where they're going with this and their senses. I mean, listen,
If you guys want to find out a little more
this
about
this will
how
trickle
DJI is
down to
doing,
the drone industry because remember we talked about how the symposiums, and we talk about going back a couple of years, and they were
yeah.
talking about where we are right now and beyond visual line of sight. They said it would never happen until the sensors got better, the cameras on these drones got better. The ability to
Yeah.
be able to see and avoid needed to be able to be done with the usage of these sensors.
Now I want to
Look at
show
the
these
product
guys
that a
something.
company like Skydio put out.
I want to show these guys something real quick while we're talking about it. This is one of the systems that they're working on. This will allow you to merge onto a road in live traffic autonomously. This is one of the
Where the
this
other
is the
guy
D
breaks.
this is the D80 series that they will put in the cars that will actually allow you up from 0 to 80 kilometers per hour to accelerate onto a road and merge in front of a car and or stop, etc. Now, they also have another series. I just need to go to solutions here. The D130 series. The 130 series is what will allow you to pass cars on a highway at 80 miles, 70, 60 miles per hour. And then once again, they have this series here, their parking solution, which will allow the car to park itself. Let's click watch video and see what they have here.
Well,
I
the
don't
thing is about integrating all of these systems together into one vehicle.
Yes,
And,
yes.
and they've tested over 10 million of these, these systems. It's interesting. Hey, that's the future.
It's where cars are going. Think about it. I
It's the
mean, other
future.
than glitches and problems, you can click on a parking spot and the car will drive there and park
The only
for you.
one problem,
What?
you see when how the car just parked into like, well, that's not a shopping center because
Yeah, there
if you
aren't
back, if
they're
you
beating
back,
you to the spot.
only a meathead would back into a spot in a shopping center because now you got to go around the doors to load
But
the
check
car.
this out. The guy just pressed a button and said, pick me up. So now your car will actually be able to unpark and drive to where you are and pick you up.
And
This is a
block traffic.
designated, right? This is a designated spot where you will pull into. It will show you a list. I'm going to replay it again, but it will show you a list of parking.
That's it. I got to get that.
It'll show you a spot. You will get out of your car, and the car will go park itself.
Well,
Now,
there's a few cars that can already do that.
Where the hell? All right, here we go.
Like
You're
can
pulling up.
bring
You're
your
pulling up.
BMW
You get out of
3.
your car. You get out of your car, and you say start mapping. It will park for you. It will go to the parking spot and park for you. I think that's pretty hot. I like it. It's just innovative. Now, after you're done where you got out of your car at, you will actually be able to tell it to come pick me up as well.
Lawrence, what's the beauty of that?
What's that? Here's the auto parking.
No longer do I have to sit outside and look for parking. I can leave the car out there and go inside.
Oh my God.
If
you guys did not know, Herman literally, wait, you guys weren't seeing none of that? I thought my bad. Oh, they did see it. Okay, I might have cut it off, but I had showed it again, but
you might have cut them off, but
I'm working on Ray Kelly's working on getting food trucks. Now we're talking, Ray. They did that up at the meetup up in Rhode Island. I thought that was pretty cool.
Food trucks. What you getting?
Working on getting food trucks. Ray, very good.
What you getting, Ray? No sushi. What you getting?
But no sushi? Stupid. Yeah, sushi in the summer, not good. Not cool. I must admit, sushi in the summer is not cool. Now, for those of you who are going down to only if the car prepares the stripper. Now, Sean. Behave, Sean.
No, but I'm interested to see where they're going with these autonomous driving applications. With DJI, because we spoke about this a little bit back with the what was that, show number 100 for me?
Yeah. And now we're on show number show number 137.
Yeah.
Well, that was 37 shows ago.
Yeah.
Not including, okay, that's what's up. Which goes to show we are trying to keep up with what's trending and what's not. More so, trying to keep up with news that keeps you guys interested. And we try to have it so that maybe you'll learn something, maybe you won't. But we do get a lot of comments on our videos and stuff that we appreciate you guys and your live streams, and we come away with learning something. And that's what it's all about.
And if you can take it on and pass it on to someone else, feel free.
And once again, I'm going to push that Ken Heron video.
But
from the meetup we were at. Only because,
There's a lot
only
of things
because,
going on out there. I see
yeah.
there's some new live streams coming up or out there.
Maybe they could bring up a list of available dancers from the parking lot. Sean, are you
Available
coming to the
dancers from
States
the parking
for
lot.
a hangover weekend?
Wait a second. What?
He
What
says
parking lot?
maybe they could bring up a list of available dancers from the parking lot. When you park your car, you go into the strip joint,
Mm-hmm.
52nd tonight. Join Captain Ray and myself. This is true. Don't forget to
Okay.
check out Johnny Drone Flyer and Captain Ray Kelly after our live stream.
All right. Check them out. Check them out. But
Yes.
when you say in the parking lot where? I'm not going. Who's going to the
No,
strip club?
Ivana was saying maybe he's thinking stripper. He's in stripper mode or something. I don't know.
Oh, I got you.
He says only if the car pre-books the stripper, and then he
Okay.
puts maybe they could bring up a list of available dancers from the parking lot. You know, like
Okay, I
never
got
mind.
you. No, I
Never
got
mind. Videos look like Ken Heron video will end the hobby. Videos like the Ken Heron video will end the hobby. We will all complain when they ban us, but we bring it on ourselves sometimes. Well, yes and no, Sean. Yes and no. And only because when they did this run, they made sure they did have spotters in certain designated spots. My problem with the actual video was you didn't see behind the scenes. A lot of times we see what people post in videos and you don't see what goes on behind the scenes, and that may be hard. It may be for the better, it may be for the worse. I don't know. But to those out there that caught a COVID mess, wishing you all the
you.
best and a safe, healthy, prosperous new year. Speedy recovery. Amen to that, Bob Casey.
Yes.
Mark Fisher,
I hope
Mark
everyone
Fisher.
gets better soon because that thing is no good, man. It's no good.
Yeah, Mark Fisher and his wife have. Someone else mentioned that their children had it, and then their
Yeah, that's how
grandchildren
they
now
caught
have
it.
it.
Mm.
There were also several ADS-B warnings which were ignored. We know this, Sean. We know this, but it was all done in innocent. It was all done in innocent entertainment. Plain and simple. I understand what Sean is saying. Videos like that will make it hard for drone flyers, but
Well, it was kept over, how do you say it, a sparsely populated area, right out over the beach and the water.
yeah. It's for sanity part. It's you know what it is. I didn't do it. I was there, so that still makes me a part of it. But what I can say is it was well organized and no drones or people, soft targets were harmed in the making of it, plain and simple. And I understand what you're saying, Sean, the way they went about doing it. It was still a good video. You know why? Because you can go to another country and do the same exact thing and get in more trouble than here in the
The thing
United
is,
States.
I mean, I guess it comes down to like what some people might talk about, whether you should or shouldn't, it's done, but whether you should or shouldn't, I guess that's what it is, But I'm quite sure if you go and check out, Mavic 3 distance test, I can guarantee you 100 videos pop up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying, Lawrence? Now I definitely can't hear you.
Oh, my bad, I muted.
There you go.
I was saying I'm a supporter of Ken Heron. I'm a supporter of Billy Kyle. I'm a supporter of 9 out of 10 drone pilots out there. What I'm not a supporter of are drone pilots that take their drones and get up close on people and go to their windows and stuff like that. An innocent flight down the beach beyond the visual line of sight, there are the same people who preach to stick to the rules should not then make a mockery of the rules. It's a hypocrisy. I understand that, Sean. I understand that 100%. But it's a hypocrisy here in the United States. It's a hypocrisy over in the UK. It's a hypocrisy anywhere people fly drones. It comes with the position.
I get it.
Okay.
I mean,
it comes with the position. If and it comes to a point that someone reports this video to the FAA, I'm sure they'll deal with it.
I mean, I hope it doesn't.
Ray
have to come to
Kelly,
that. I mean, it wasn't.
You see what Ray Kelly put,
It wasn't.
Herman? Did I tell you that Those Guys is one of the best shows on YouTube?
Oh, thank you, Ray.
One of Novice Quads. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Ray.
I wouldn't say one of the best, but I'm going to tell you we are one of the rawest.
I'm going to say this. I don't think that I saw how it was done. I didn't think it was that. I mean, it's against certain rules and things, but hey, hopefully it doesn't come down to what everybody's talking about, FAA and this, that, and the other. I mean, there were guys out there that watched drone going down the beach along the whole way.
You know what's funny?
Past the big building before you get to the school. Before you get to the end of the boardwalk and everything like that. But I don't know.
I understand what you're saying, Herman. And I understand, Sean, I understand what you're saying. People that's supposed to practice safe flying are not doing as they say. and they're not saying do as I do, but they're also not doing as they say. But I have one thing to say. There are other channels out there like Philly Drone Life that fly every day the way that he flies, and other channels that fly every day the way they do. Philly Drone Life has gotten letters from the FAA. Now, if Billy Kyle and Ken Heron get a letter from the FAA, that's expected. That means the FAA is doing what they're supposed to. Over 400 feet.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Hold on, but you see what Sean's putting? Over 400 feet, 5 miles out. This video will be used by those who want to hurt the hobby because it is too large. YouTube channels. Why post it on YouTube? Where's the value? Well, where's the value in launching a drone off the coast of Manhattan and saying this is the this is the COVID drone task force? Okay, where's if you want to get into stuff like that, we can talk about it.
I'm not here to advocate for no one and to point a finger at anyone either. It is what it is. The video is there. I mean, what are we gonna do?
No, I agree with you 100%, Sean. Yes, but when people with 126,000 subscribers, to be exact, who tell others to stick to the rules, that's not right, and then they don't stick to the rules. I understand it totally. But you need to get on Ken Heron's show because you're one of his moderators, and you need to ask him this question during one of his live streams. That's how you nip it. That's how you nip it in the butt.
But I'm quite sure someone has said something already. Because if Sean is saying it here, I'm quite sure somebody else has said something.
Of course.
In the comments on the video. I didn't, hey.
Listen.
The
video was made, okay, and the video has views. Mm-hmm. Sean, like I know, people do shit on YouTube for views. That's what it's all about. Unfortunately, I'd say 40% of the stuff that's done out there for views is correct.
You
The
might be
other
right there, Bob.
60%, the other 60% is not.
Mhm.
I mean, it come down to it, that's what it is. And pointing that out, that you have two leaders in the drone community, but
Mm.
what you should do is mention it to them. You're on Ken Heron's live stream. Yo, Ken, what's up with that video? You're on his live stream. You're one of his moderators. He respects you. See what he has to say about it. I would be interested to
I
know.
mean, like I said, we just mentioned it. I didn't want to make it a big deal like that. I'm not here to defend him because yes, there were rules.
Right.
There were rules broken, but
The value was strictly
that's
entertainment drama.
it was right. That's all.
100%.
That's all it was. And hey, like I said, if you go to YouTube, there's 101 videos like that. Yes, you're right on the fact that these are known people in the community, but apparently some of these other guys that's out there with over 100 and 300,000 views and on their distance tests,
You see what
they're known
Bob
in the
Casey,
community too.
but you see what Bob Casey put? That is going to be a stream, Geek Spawn. I hope you're as outspoken on a live stream, on Ken Heron's live stream, as you are here in this chat. I agree with that. I will be and already have been, Bob Casey. That's good
No,
to
I
know,
mean,
Sean.
no, he's right. I mean, no, I mean,
That's
Sean
good
is
to
right.
know.
I mean, hey, if that's how he feels, Sean's right. I mean, what I'm gonna say?
Listen, I'm not moonwalking out of the situation. I did suggest showing the video to people out of the entertainment aspect of it, but you are 100% right, Sean. It should not
Listen,
be promoted in the name of good drone pilots. I understand that and I get that. But I want to hear, he's co-hosting tomorrow night, as I put on the chat above.
okay.
I want to hear how the stream goes. I want to be there and see what's going on, because it's not just you, Sean, that brought this up. Other people have mentioned this.
Mm-hmm.
Other people have mentioned this, and maybe people stop doing shit stop doing shit for the entertainment purpose and numbers. Because I'm not gonna lie, with 126,000 subscribers, if I shit on a piece of paper and throw it at somebody, I'm gonna get a fucking 1,000 views.
Right.
Plain and simple. It will be fire. Yes. I'll be watching tomorrow night as well. I don't know if I got to take a nap during the day so I can stay up and watch it. I will be on, but I want to see what happens when you address these issues with the source.
Mm-hmm.
You
Right.
know, and that's what it comes down to. We do need to keep it safe, and we have to stop promoting videos like this, but in the same sense, it's videos like this that we learn from.
True.
You know, you have someone mentioned in the chat earlier, we have new drone pilots out there that see these videos and say, oh shit, I can send my drone that far. Well, that's cool and Dan. What?
Well, you see, this goes back to what I'm saying before. You're right on that. But if not him, someone else. I mean, it's always going to be there, and they're not hard to find. Just
Right.
as many videos out there showing something like this that are out there where guys are doing other things. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying that there's a ton of video out there like that.
There are.
And they're getting views.
Yeah.
But you are right on that, on saying that, you know, you got two guys as respected leaders in the community and what they do. And
yeah, you guys will also have the CEO from Ortel on. So it will be a spicy show, because a lot of people need to get into the CEO's ass at Ortel and be like, yo, you collected money. I I think that, hold on, quadcopters in text, Tony says, I think the question is, was it a safe flight, managed, etc.? Well, we were there. We were there. We knew no people were flown over. They flew over the burn, which is, I have to pull a camera up so I can see myself, but the beach is here and the sand burns were here. Everyone that was on the boardwalk and walking were in this area. These guys did fly over a non-soft target area.
Right.
That's understandable. But then you have to address the issue of flying beyond the visual line of sight, flying till the battery got low. These are things I want to hear tomorrow night. I don't want to hear that here. I mean, we can talk about it here because that's what we can talk about, but
Well,
I want the source to explain this. I want to hear this from the source.
right. Well,
It was pushed to a forced landing, not good. Landed at 0%. Bob Casey, once again, this stuff needs to be discussed on that stream.
no,
I agree.
don't- I
And
mean,
the ADS warning
guys
that
mentioned,
the ADS-B warnings that they had were ignored. This is all stuff from people who are influencers.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well,
And you have someone showing you how to flip hamburgers.
well, now you know they was struggling to sell the Mavic 3, and now it's selling.
Yeah. That's what it comes down to. I mean, you have a drone that can fly 9 miles with the smart controller. Right? You mean to
Well,
tell
I
me
don't
there's
know
no
how
one out there that
far.
thought about there's no one out there that thought about flying it that far, whether it be in Taiwan or in parts of the world where you can do this legally? I am discussing it here because you people told people to go watch the video. I understand that, Sean. Yes, we did. Yes, we did tell people to go watch the video. I personally
But I
told people to go
understand
watch
it, Sean. I
I'm
totally
admitting to that.
understand. And I once again I say you are right. I'm just saying to you that I'm not here to defend him on that. I'm just saying that in all good entertainment that it was entertaining. But yeah, you're right. But you need to address him on that one. I can't speak for him.
Yeah, yeah. I was there.
Now let me ask you this. Did you see the video because we told you to see it, or did you see the video because you got an alert that Ken put out a video?
Right. Right. And probably let's go drop the shot. Happy New Year shot to our droning brothers.
Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. Wednesday night with those
Yes,
guys is
Happy New Year.
sponsored
This
by
is our last New Year's stream.
those guys.
All right, you get the horn and an explosion at the same
You all
time.
right there, Lawrence?
My only point
No, I'm just
is
saying
that
to Sean, I understand that. I totally
wait,
understand.
no, but he's saying my only point is when harder rules come, don't point the finger at the FAA. They are laying traps for us, and we are walking into them.
Once again, you're absolutely right, Sean.
You're 100% right about that. You're 100% right about that.
Okay, when he
disagree.
posted this video and you saw it, did you hit him up in the email and ask him what
the hell were you thinking about?
Right.
What the hell were you thinking about? You know you're gonna ruin this for other drone pilots.
Because in hindsight, yeah, it is. He might say that, even me, Lawrence, saying, yeah, in hindsight, yeah, that wasn't probably a good idea. But when it was being done,
it was a good idea. The FAA is
Right.
in the pocket of big corporate USA anyway. Little guys won't matter no matter what we do. I don't believe that
that's not
BMAC
necessarily true.
100%, but what I do believe, he says they Skyped 2 minutes later. I do know that they have more influence than Herman and I do. Okay. And like you said, Sean, yes, we were saying, go look at the video, go check out the video. They did this 10-mile flight, blah, 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 blah. I resigned from TNL. He asked me back on, but to talk about it honestly. Okay,
No, okay.
okay. You resigned from the Thursday Night Live stream. I understand that.
I understand. Yeah, I
But
mean,
but my question is,
I'm not
why is Sean over in the UK more concerned about it than people here in the States? And therein lies the problem. Because I'm
well,
sure people have commented on his video and
well,
said, what? Go ahead.
I'm quite sure he did get those comments, but most people in the United States, like I know, they don't care about it until they step in it.
True. You don't care about shit on the ground until you step in and got to clean off your shoe, don't you?
Right. So that's usually the attitude in the United States. No, but like I said, Sean is right. And I mean, like I said, when I was there, we were there. At the time when guys were here, guys were there, we said, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Well, they said this is what they wanted to do, and it was planned out, and it was done. It was done in entertainment. Nobody thought about it, but and to, like I said, hindsight, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have. Maybe
Well, Sean says my channel is based on explaining the rules, so I didn't feel comfortable hosting. Understandable.
right. I guess
That is very much understandable, and I can respect that. But also, you should still be a host for the simple reason it's output from outside of the United States. You're not in the United States, therefore your input should have more of an effect because you see it from the outside.
it could.
If that makes any sense.
It could, and I understand totally what Sean is talking about.
I'm gonna watch tomorrow night's stream, and I'd like to see where it goes because what's gonna happen is we're discussing it tonight, and I can almost guarantee, no matter what anyone's mind is set on, tomorrow night it will be addressed for 5 minutes, and he will go on with the show, and that will be it.
You think so? I kind of don't want to get. I didn't want to get caught up in that, but I do understand where Sean is talking. And we talk about even here about the rules, but even still, we still show videos, where guys. There's videos every week, guys flying beyond the line of sight.
Beyond the visual line of sight, flying. The risk factor was the risk factor. Was there a risk factor? There's always a risk factor.
There's always a risk factor anytime.
Exactly. There's always a risk factor. But my point in this is outside looking in is a good vantage point. When issues like this happen, the source needs to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people see someone shoot a person, but they don't ask, why did you shoot him? The cops ask, why did you shoot him? An outside source doesn't ask that.
Do they?
And maybe that's what needs to be done. You do have to be smart. The drone community, we are losing our airways. They will be changing the rules. They've been changing the rules for years on us. The thing is to endorse good flying. And I understand and I appreciate where you're coming from, Sean.
No,
as an outside party.
He's absolutely right. Like I said, he's absolutely right. And like I said, when we did it, like I said, hindsight is a beautiful thing because you're right. Because when we were doing it, it was all done in the name of entertainment. Did we believe it was done safely? We believe so.
This is what needs to be discussed. When does it cross the line of entertainment and become dangerous? I haven't seen the video yet, but if all participants felt the flight was safely conducted, shouldn't that be a factor? Yes and no, Angie, because of the simple fact that you're flying beyond the visual line of sight. Here in New York City, we have thousands upon thousands of drone pilots, and not once have you, and a lot of them fly illegally, and more of them fly legally. My problem is hey, Newfound Drone, when does it come to an end? When does it get discussed? And how do you change what's happening? Okay, because if we have thousands and thousands of drone pilots here in New York City alone, how come no one has been stopped, arrested, or forced to do anything by the drone police, FAA, or whatever the case may be? You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
There are people here in New York that fly illegally. You know that, Herman. But the FAA hasn't said anything. Law enforcement hasn't
You
done
don't know
anything.
that.
We know a few people that have actually got,
But you don't know
you
that.
know, we all know a few people that have gotten letters from the FAA and stuff like that as well,
Mhm.
right? But they're still flying.
Right, but you don't know what else has happened. I don't
This
know.
is true.
I
This
don't
is
know.
very
We'll see. We'll see. I just didn't want it to get into that because that's not what we were here for that. But hey, I
Now,
understand
I
where Sean
mean,
is coming from, and he's right. You know, it's not good for the hobby.
it's not good for the hobby. It's
It's
not
not
good
good. It's
for
not good.
anyone
Right.
involved in it. And
And
DEA, drone enforcement agent.
what happened?
No, I'm looking at what drone shot Jody put.
And maybe
DEA, drone
maybe we
enforcement
shouldn't have promoted, but I mean, I doubt that you watched the video because those guys told you to see it. That video was out,
Yeah,
and how
everybody in
many
this chat
views?
is a
How many views
subscriber.
did that video have before this stream started?
Everybody in this fucking chat right now is subscribed to Ken Heron. So I doubt me saying watch the video had a lot to do with it. I'm sure
And
if they haven't seen it, they will or would have immediately.
I'm not saying anything negative against either Sean or but Sean's right. I mean,
And you have someone new
shouldn't
in
have been.
here. You have someone new in here, Aerator Imagery. It says just jumping in, but I believe that it would have been simple to just daisy chain 2 or 3 more guys, visual observers down the beach, and there you go. Well,
But
that
that's
was
what it
the
was.
objective. That was the objective, and there were people further down the beach, just not as far as he went. Yes, he's got 800 plus views. By morning, he'll have 1,000. He has 126,000 subscribers. By the end of the week, he'll probably have 2,000 views. It's all about money and views. That's all. Here's the perfect example. My channel's monetized. I make anywhere from 3 cents to 24 cents per video played. You know how much Ken Heron makes on the average?
How
He's
much?
making dollars off the dollar,
You sure about that?
roughly, give or take. I'm guesstimating, but he's making dollars off of those views. 100 and something thousand subscribers as opposed to my 3,000 and change. Guess who's going to make more money? And that's what it's all about.
Okay.
That's basically what it's all about. Numbers and entertainment and how far you can go and stretching the limit. And I haven't seen the video yet. Is this the New Jersey one? Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is the New Jersey video. You will see several things. You'll see they went down the beach as 2 guys went down the beach. Billy Kyle was following one guy. He had a regular radio
The
and
thing
had
was to
to turn
test
back.
the RC Pro versus
Yes, the
a
regular
regular
radio
controller with the
distance.
triple tech monitor
Yeah.
to see if the actual where they say that the monitor the what do you call it the RC Pro
RC
was the
Pro.
one that the only way to get the true distance in the what do you call it the transmission system, as opposed to when the smart controller, the original smart controller, didn't have the transmission range as the regular controller. So it
Right.
was just a simple test to see which one had the better transmission range. That's all. It was done over the beach with a few guys down the beach watching. you know, Sean's right. Maybe it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been done. It should have. Well, it should have been promoted.
Listen, it is what it is. Whether we had showed it and said go look at it or not, he's still got 800 fucking views, and by the morning he'll have more than 1,000.
Well, see but that's not so much the point. Like I said, Sean's right. Maybe it shouldn't be, those type of things shouldn't be promoted, but it was out there. Like I said, it's out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
I don't think that I got. I don't think I got
should be addressed. It should be addressed on a channel where someone makes hundreds and hundreds of dollars per night for doing a live stream. I want to see this conversation carried on there. I want to see.
I mean, I'm a non-monetized channel.
I want to see what his people think in his chat, his followers think. That's what it comes down to. And he says, I'm a long-time subscriber. I just don't chat very often. We appreciate it, Imagery. We do appreciate you popping in, and then we appreciate the input. And it was a good video, and it was a bad video. It was a good test on controllers. This just wasn't the country to do it in. Plain and simple.
Oh,
now,
no.
were we there? Yes, we were there.
Follow Center. You go to YouTube right now, and I'm quite sure you can find more than that video on distance with any drone. Those were the first videos I saw when I got into this.
What do you think got you into flying drones? The fact that you could go out of your local park.
How high and how far?
Yeah, I agree.
And what limited you was your respect for your tech.
Now, what I respect you about, Sean Giggsvana, is the fact that you pulled this conversation up and you questioned their integrity as good pilots.
Right, you're right on that, Lawrence. You're right. And
the video now shows 10,000 views in 18 hours. See? He's got 126,000 subscribers. And it's 10,000 views in 18 hours. And that's just going cha-ching every time.
What am I supposed to do about that?
Right. Every time someone shows a video. So, and this is why I just stressed that, and we appreciate you for bringing this up. Hey, John Donato, because we should not have been coaching this on and cheering.
John Donato, what's up,
like that. I agree with you 100%. But now we need to take the conversation to the source. Because if the conversation was taken to the source a lot more often, Philly Drone Life is a perfect example. He goes and he flies from his house across a city. I don't want
to start bringing up a bunch of people,
right,
and mentioning names and this one doing that. I'm not. This is not the platform for it. I mean, the platform for questioning what someone did is on their own channel.
You see what he put? Sean put, I question the decision to put it on YouTube and how that evidence is being sent by email to all the politicians who already dislike drones.
No, yeah, and I agree with you 100% on that one.
Yeah. To source, and will be tomorrow night. And that's what I want to see.
You know what? Like I said, honestly, if no one starts making it a big deal, it'll disappear.
Mm-hmm. It'll go down and it'll go down as a video
and it'll disappear.
10,000, 20,000.
If we have these discussions, it'll become a big deal because there's a Karen among us somewhere.
I don't know if Ken Heron is on any drone advisory group. Philly never told us to fly safe, though. He isn't being hypocritical. Valid point.
Understandable. I'm not pointing any fingers at Philly. Never brought him up.
I did. I brought up the fact that he flies across the city and goes wowzers, dynamic range, and all this stuff that he does. And what gets me is he gets letters from the FAA. He's gotten contacted by the FAA, but yet he still continues to do it. So now, will Ken Heron change his thought of training? Wow, totally changed the temperature of the show tonight. Well, that happens, Fly Guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
that's why those guys are who we are, because we don't mind addressing issues. We admitted we were wrong for promoting the video. We admitted that, but now we need to take this guilt and seriousness to the source. And Geeks Vana says it'll be discussed tomorrow night. Says the Karens will already be all over this. The Karens,
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe not. But if we continue to make it a big deal,
Hey, Mike Miller.
it will be.
Agreed. Welcome to the stream, Mike Miller. Hope all is well with you.
It doesn't, I mean, no soft targets was harmed.
No, and that's besides the point. The point is you have two influencers that get sent drones to be tested, and it's on their word that thousands upon thousands of people listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And here you have a flight that was made that there are several discrepancies in the practice of safe flying.
And we have two things that happen here. We have an issue where the safety and the bad practices took place in the video. And then we also have a video with information that guys now are going to run out and buy this damn drone.
Well, maybe we needed Sean to come in and discuss this in the chat with us, or even on the panel that he should have been on, because now maybe when you look at a video like this, you'll think of the ramifications. You people out there, everyone in the chat.
Well, we did. We always spoke on this. We've always spoke on this.
So we shouldn't bring up
like I said,
no, we should, Sean. We should. I'm saying
what happened?
That maybe people's thoughts will change when they see videos like this.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying to you is that if we sitting here or any forum that has any group of people and we continue to make it a big deal, and this is something that could have been said to Ken, and you're right. We said to go check out the video only because we were there.
We were there, yes.
You know, and
I'll admit we were there.
You're right on that. Sean. Yeah. But if we're going to talk about it in this way that, you know, it's ruffling feathers, now we're asking people who are in the earshot now to say, this is a problem.
Now, everybody that's in this chat, it shows the active people in the chat, and it shows how many are lurking, etc. How many people are going to go to Ken Heron's show tomorrow night and be like, yo, that was not one of your best videos, Ken?
That's quite interesting, but I'm just curious to know how many of those people.
Mike Miller said, I just watched and can't believe that they were doing that. And this is Sean's, Geeks Vana's reasoning.
No, I understand that.
Promoters practicing good flying and safe flying, and they're doing stuff like that. I know, Barry, I didn't actually bring up the video because I was in it, even though I am in the background there, way in the background, but I was flying FPV while all of this was going on, and I came back to find out, wow, he's all the way down the beach. This is what they were doing, et cetera, et cetera. It is what it is. Okay. It basically is what it is. We will see tomorrow night.
This went totally left because here it is.
Hey, Sean Arrowhead.
There's two guys that I like in the community. There's two guys
and we know personally.
And
yes,
I know them personally. And then now we're at this point with this. And like I said, at the time of the video being shot, it was all done in entertainment, you know. And the question of posting it, yeah, maybe you're right on that, Sean.
Hey, Paulie, what's up? Lurking? Who would do that? Happy New Year to you guys in advance. Anyway, this is our last live stream.
I did have a whole thing here on Embraer's eVTOL unit that was, you know, for civil and defense.
Yeah.
You know, and the Embraer group is, looking to sell this eVTOL. You know, you guys turned it into
Aviano
a
Rob C.
stream about, the flight
Aviano
that was
Rob
done
C.
by two other YouTubers that received super chats on their streams and on their, and stuff like that.
Jody,
And,
there were a lot of
but,
visual observers
and I
watching,
have
but once
a
out of the
non-monetized,
light,
I have a non-monetized stream, and the conversation went that way, and I just wanted to bring the information that I wanted to bring. Oh well, we went the
no,
way
here it is now.
the way everybody wanted it to go. So
Gary asks a quick
go
question, Herman. Will Jason Shepard still want to associate with this student and endorser after this debate debacle? Yes, he will.
well,
Yes, he will. You know why? Because Ken Heron brings Remote Pilot 101 money.
this is interesting. Now this is turning into something else.
Well, it is, but we don't have the time for it. Happy New Year, everyone. Well wishes to you. The next time you see us will be after the new year.
Yeah, well, what, a day or so after?
The second. It'll be on the second. That's when my live stream is. But I will be there tomorrow night on Ken Heron's show, and I would like to see what his conversation goes because I'm going to be sitting there eating
Well, you
popcorn.
see, here's the thing. Ken Heron has a show that is, it's time sensitive, things scripted, yeah, and everything goes along, and he has to sit down and discuss. This is a forum for discussion. Our live streams are the forum for discussion. I'm not saying that what Sean did, I disagree with, and I'm here for the discussion, and I said it, and I said, in hindsight, you're right. Because I was there, you're right. Maybe it shouldn't have been posted. If we make it a big deal, then it becomes a big deal, and it could actually just go away. And
don't start the wheel. Don't start the wheel.
If you keep the conversation going in these type of situations, then you open the door for the Karens to come in on the tail end and be like, yeah, there's a problem. Well, where were you? I'm off 63,000 miles away, but that doesn't look good.
Yes, but don't stop the conversation here. Keep it going on Ken Heron's show.
Yeah, that's where it should be.
Contact Billy Kyle as well. The people that were involved. And see what they have to say about it because they're influencers. People listen to it.
But nobody here watched that video because I told them to go watch it.
But like Herman said, Ken Heron's show is very scripted, and I can't promise this, but I'm pretty sure the conversation won't go a quarter as long as it did on this stream.
Wait.
And it is what it is. We got to get the hell out of here. I got to eat dinner.
Like I said, Wednesday night with those guys is, that was cheesy, right? I got to be real about it. Oh,
Woosah.
Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
What if we stayed quiet on other issues? Where does it stop? Happy New Year, everyone. We will discuss this conversation on Sunday.
You're right.
I see what's happening on Ken's show tomorrow night. We will carry it on in further length. Maybe this is what we need, Herman. Maybe this is what the drone community needs. Someone from outside the United States to say, what the hell are you guys doing over there?
Hey,
Even though I see stuff like this in the UK too, but we'll get to that at another night.
Let's
get the hell out of here, man.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you. You're right. Thanks for
we appreciate
spicing it up tonight, Sean. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all, and I thank you all for coming in and hanging out with us and discussing different things with us. Lawrence, anything else?
That's it. Be safe. Fly safer.
Okay, we'll be back again on Sunday on Novice Blind with some
And
different
we'll
stories.
carry
And
on part two.
well, we'll be back again on Sundays on Novice Squads where we talk about some different things, and maybe we'll be talking about this again. And I'll see you next time on Phantom Flight 101 with those guys.
Later.
Good night, everyone.